Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And so it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They're going to run it. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Snags a quick throw. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air, bringing pressure. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot. It's caught. They will rule that a catch, a huge game through the air.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down and short on the 8th play of this opening drive. Can he make it to the marker? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a fourth down conversion with that pass.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down and goal upcoming. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense brings him down.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a 1st and goal, all the way to 3rd and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on 4th and goal. Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air. And
it's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
The offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Quarterback drops back, looking to test the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Finally brought down at the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. On third down, he drops to throw, looking for his back. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Touchdown, Gators. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Play action here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He'll be stopped short of the first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Caught near the sticks. It's Finley. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. So he finds one of his favorite targets, Kirk. Defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. This is the 6th play on the drive. Second down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the grab. It's McKinney. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
It's a shotgun run called. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but you know what? It's enough for the first down. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on a pitch. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And the Demon Deacons looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Will he score here? And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there, second down coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
First down and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a second down play. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Tackled, but first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Gators begin a new series here, first and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
You know, this is a risky call to be this close to the end zone and come up with a tricky play here. I thought I'd see a little bit more of a conventional approach from the offensive coordinator. Now, don't get me wrong, it works out. They get some positive yards. Let's see if they can punch it into the end zone.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offense.
And he's brought down, offense going backwards with the sack. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble now. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on second down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another third down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively. It's making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Trying to create here on the move. He makes the grab. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's second down here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with a sack.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Gators will line up to boot it away. And this is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with a direct snap. Tackle made after just a short gain. Important third down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Finley. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Trying to extend the play. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They're going to run it here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Hawkins. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And he pulls in the catch. Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Gators pick up enough to get a 1st down there. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here, the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack, and now it's fourth down and long.
The Gators will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wake Forest. He'll stroll into the end zone. A punt return to take the lead in a playoff game, a moment we're not going to forget.
I mean, keep in mind, they're playing to get to the national championship, and you make this play, the return man makes the play, but really it were the blocks that set him up to be able to give him enough room in that alley to get him to the end zone. Great job by the entire unit.
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The linebacker shifting around now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And now this is the 8th play on this drive. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's McKinney. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Demon Deacons lining up here on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's McKinney. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He'll hand it off. Touchdown, Wake. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
The PAT is important when making a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. The back's got it. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Second down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. But I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Has the first down, still on the move. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, I really like the call here by the offensive coordinator. The defense is thinking, of course, pass with the offense trailing here in the fourth quarter. And the OC, he just dials up a QB design run. Quarterback gets a first down and gets out of bounds.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Getting set. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Pressure moment for the quarterback. We'll see if he can stay calm and collected. Down a score late in the game. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Gators will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Drops back, looking for a fourth down conversion. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Finding space at the 20. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push, but what do they create? Space and lanes, and he takes off and picks up a first down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle, but get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Quarterback here works through progressions, Chris. Just nobody downfield, just checks it down to his back, but a great job by the defense rallying to the football.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And the defense steps in here to call time with 12 seconds left on the clock. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.